Girls Aloud are celebrating their 10 years at the top with a much-awaited reunion. But individually, the girls have never been far from the cameras, as their solo careers have also played an important part of their lives. Cheryl's solo projects have seen her make the move from X Factor judge to movie star, as well as maintaining a pop career that boasts 3 hit albums and as many #1s. Most recently, she's taken on her first headline arena tour.
When I first went solo, it was so daunting. I hadn't anticipated how scary it was going to be.
And it all began for Cheryl's solo career in 2008, after taking part in The Passions of Girls Aloud, a show that would change her life by introducing her to a very special man.
The end result was going to be me just dancing in Will's video. And from there, I built this amazing relationship with Will. He was the person that encouraged me to go solo. If it wasn't for that moment, I wouldn't be here right now. I told you the love of my life. When I got to know Will more, the more he would bring out in me because of his confidence in me. It made me feel like, I can do this. Maybe I can, maybe I should. I remember thinking, oh God, oh God, oh God, he's gonna hate what I'm gonna do, he's gonna hate it. And he played a track and I just wrote and it just came off the pen like that and he loved it. I wrote 6 tracks and he loved every single one of them.
But there's one track that will always remain close to Cheryl's heart.
Fight for This Love is like a huge part of my life now. It was everything I wanted to say, everything I felt put into a song. Performing at the Brits was a really great time for me. To feel the reaction back, with not being with the girls, being alone for the first time ever, and having that sort of response was an incredible time in my life. I'll never, ever forget it. It's all thanks to Will, really.
6 months after forming, Girls Aloud released their first studio album. Sound of the Underground was certified platinum and established the girls as major recording stars, with 3 top 10 hits. It was their partnership with pop producer Brian Higgins that created Girls Aloud's distinctive sound, with more hooks in their songs than most bands manage in a lifetime.
Can I change the levels?
The recording process at Brian's was quite different to what I expected. Initially, we were kind of very like, we don't want to do it like that, and oh, we don't think that sounds good. And then he was kind of like, you don't tell me what sounds good.
Brian has his own amazing workshop going on there that's specific to him.
Well, we'd never sing a full song. It would be, here is 18 parts, learn them in the lounge, and then come up and sing them.
We've never been given a complete song to sing and been like, that's what the song's going to be. We always start not knowing what on earth it's going to turn out like.
I remember when we first heard Biology, it sounded like 3 songs in one. And I think it was actually 3 different songs that they pieced together. And we freaked out at Biology. We thought, what the hell?
It's just such a unique relationship between us and them. It created a sound that nobody could pinpoint, nobody could say it's like so-and-so. It was very much Girls Aloud sound.
And it was this sound that captured the nation's hearts. With a string of hit tracks under their belts, the girls were in demand. Now the real hard work began.
We were daily in a vehicle or on an aeroplane going somewhere, whether it was Europe or whether it was just up to Glasgow.
We're all knackered because we've been up since like, some up since 5, some up since 6 this morning.
I mean, literally, sometimes we were in the car for a week, 2 weeks.
I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm cold. Sarah, are you in a better mood today?
I'm in a great mood. Some nights we didn't even go home to bed because we'd be doing a radio gig and then we'd travel back and then we'd be up for GMTV. Like, sometimes we didn't actually go to bed. It was madness.
Please, let's hear it for Girls Aloud.
It's Girls Aloud!
It's Girls Aloud.
We became so good at falling asleep within seconds, and you would get really good at sleeping in such a way that your makeup wouldn't move too much. So you're trying to keep your hair straight and your makeup and sleep at the same time.
You're waking up at 5 in the morning. You're traveling all day. You're talking, you're dancing, you're rehearsing, you're doing photo shoots. I mean, it is intense and it's crazy hard work. Very rarely we would have a perfect day. There's always a drama of some description.
Yeah, I can't breathe now.
It's 5 girls. There's always a drama.
Despite what people might think, we didn't spend. We really did manage to just get on. We actually liked being around them all the time. Even journeys to and from gigs, you know, you've got like 3-4 hours in a car at night and it's kind of just like chatting to your friends, putting the world to rights. I actually quite liked that.
You just keep out of their way. Someone's on one, clearly in a bad mood for whatever reason. Just generally paid off, you know, you just know to avoid that person or to just try and make the situation lighter, but we never exploded.
We were just like excited little girls. The whole experience was new, nothing was boring, something different every day. It was quite emotional as well, thinking, oh my God, we've actually made it.
Made it they had, but they were still 5 young girls living the dream in an adult's world.
The flat was a mess. Like, we just had takeaway every night. We didn't know what bills were. We didn't know that that pile at the post box was actually for us. If the washing machine had broke, we called the head of marketing at the label. I remember one night, me and Cheryl were sitting in the flat and it was freezing. We had the gas rings on, had our coats on, and our marketing manager came over to our flat and was like, why are you sitting in this freezing cold? When we were like, well, the heating's broke. He was like, you just have to turn the dial on the wall. We just had our clothes, we had our mobiles, and we had each other, and that's it. That's how we coped.
During the girls' 3-year break, Nicola found herself back in the studio. Contributing songs to the Girls Aloud catalogue, she was encouraged to release her own album, the critically acclaimed Cinderella's Eyes.
I love the studio. It's my favourite place to be in the whole world. I've been fortunate in the fact that Brian Zanamania had let me put some of the songs on the Girls Aloud record, so starting to make a solo record, it came naturally. When the reviews came in, like The Guardian, The Telegraph, and like NME, and like all of those people who I would dream to say like the songs that I'd written were saying it. For it to be that critically acclaimed was just bizarre, but incredible.
Aside from her music, Nicola supports a cause that really got under her skin after her years of fake tanning misery.
The first time I ever had a spray tan was when we were doing Pop Stars The Rivals, and one of the producers said for me to have a spray tan on the show because I was so white on the camera of the show. And I think I must have seen back what I looked like browner, and then it just triggered. I was like, I have to be brown, I have to be brown. And then this crazy obsession just spiraled out of control, like out of control, crazy out of control. I am the tanning queen because I'm so bloody white.
So Nicola did something about it and launched her own makeup range.
I came up with the idea to start up a makeup range. It was going to cater specifically for women with really pale skin. So I just felt really proud that I'd been the person to help people just be the colour that they're supposed to be. Oh my good God.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Nicola took her quest one step further, supporting MPs in their bid to ban the use of sunbeds by under 18s. A bill which, thanks to her help, finally became law.
I was terrified. I was so involved then emotionally that I had to do it. Like, I had to be a part of something that was gonna make a difference.
There shouldn't have to be constant debates of whether this is right or wrong, because it's very clearly wrong. Thank you.
Years and years of work to try and get this bill passed, you know, for all of those people. It was just a really amazing moment.
Nicola's latest venture has seen her indulge her love of fashion as a judge and mentor on Style to Rock, a series that aimed to give young designers their big break.
I'm not looking for somebody who is a follower. I'm looking for a leader. Always been interested in fashion. Style to Rock kind of came out of that passion. I wanted to be a part of that process, to give these 12 guys this amazing opportunity, and I loved every second of it.
In 2004, the girls released their second album. What Will the Neighbours Say was certified double platinum and gave them 5 top 10 hits, including one of their most famous tracks.
We first got Love Machine and hated it.
Initially, we heard it and we were like, what the hell is this? We literally were like, this is mental.
Ladies, you're damn right.
Thought this is career suicide. We released this, you know, and let's go Eskimo. Like, what is going on?
We're gift wrapped kitty cats, but only turning into tigers when we gotta fight back. And let's go Eskimo out into the blue.
And we thought that's our career's over. We've only just started, you know, we're having a great time, we're loving every minute of it, and now we're gonna be a laughingstock.
And we had this really embarrassing meeting with like the head of our label where we were like, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah.
And then it actually became one of our most... the song that we're kind of most known for. It's a turning point for us because we learned that we're not always right and that you should listen.
I'm surprised in the video we're not like, I'm just a love machine, because we were so embarrassed.
Now, with 2 hit albums behind them, it was time to take their show on the road, bringing the exhibitionist out in one particular girl.
For me, going out onto a stage in front of 20,000 people, screaming, it just makes me sort of go bang.
Girls Aloud love a challenge, playing some amazing venues and festivals in their time, and they're always keen to try out something a little bit different. In 2007, they made their debut on the big screen in St Trinian's The Movie. Sarah liked it so much, she wanted more.
Obviously, it's a different environment, but actually I really enjoyed it. The second St Trinian's came around because they knew that I loved to act, and they'd seen us perform as the school band at the end of the first one, and I got on quite well with the producers, so then I got called for the second one. I was kind of typecast to be very much like the rock chick personality that I am, and with Ricky from Kaiser Chiefs playing my boyfriend when we pulled up, I just thought it was hilarious.
Love you, babe.
Whatever. It's a lot to concentrate on, remembering your lines, remember your actions, and all the time I'm told, less is more, Sarah. Because I'm very animated, especially from performing, you have to learn to hold back and be very still. Probably a bit like now, because I do a lot of this.
But away from the limelight, country-loving Sarah likes to pull on her wellies and get out and about with her 3 French bulldogs.
Sit, wait, sit, wait. Right. Go! They're all very, very funny. Different little characters. Yogi, Claude, big calls. Ready, steady, go! No, I love it. I really love coming out with them. It's fresh air. It's unlike being in the city, I suppose. I mean, I like being in London, but I like getting out of London. Yeah, it's relaxing. Hey! It's nice to come out and then not worry about what you look like and just get into your comfy clothes and just have a laugh, really.